You spent 3 weeks on that piece. The research was real. The argument was airtight. The positioning was precise. It performed worse than a post your founder wrote in 8 minutes on a Tuesday morning before his second coffee, and you have no explanation for why. This is not a one-time anomaly. Every quarter, in every B2B marketing team, the most carefully built content underperforms, and the simplest, clearest thing in the room wins. Most people blame the algorithm, or the format, or the audience's shrinking attention span. None of those are the answer. In 2011, Daniel Kahneman documented something that should have changed how every marketer writes. He called it cognitive ease. Here's what it means. Your brain is constantly running an assessment, not of the content in front of it, of how it feels while processing that content. When reading feels smooth, effortless, clear, the brain sends a signal: safe, familiar, true. When reading feels slow, dense, complicated, the brain sends a different signal. Something is wrong here. Not this is complex, not this requires more attention. Wrong. Now, think about what your buyer is actually doing when they read your content. They are not in a focused reading environment. They're between 2 meetings. They have 14 tabs open. They are skimming, and their brain is running cognitive ease assessments on everything they encounter. Your dense, comprehensive, well-researched white paper, their brain clocks it in under 2 seconds. Hard to process. And their brain does not think this is thorough. It thinks something feels slightly wrong about this. They move on. They do not know why. You never find out. Here is where it gets more uncomfortable. Most marketers respond to underperforming content by adding more. More data, more proof points, more case studies, more comprehensiveness. This makes cognitive ease worse, not better, because every additional element requires additional processing, and every additional processing demand sends the same signal to the buyer's brain. Something is wrong here. There is a study from Princeton University, 2010. Researchers gave 2 groups of people the same information. One group received it in a clean, easy-to-read font. The other received it in a difficult, hard-to-read font. The group that read the difficult font rated the information as less accurate, less trustworthy, less credible. Same information, different processing friction, completely different trust response. Your buyer is not judging your content. They are judging how their brain feels while reading it. So what does cognitive ease actually look like in practice? It is not dumbing things down. That framing misses the mechanism entirely. It is removing friction from the path between your idea and your buyer's comprehension. Short sentences are not simple. They are frictionless. Familiar structure is not predictable. It is cognitively safe. Clear language is not basic. It is trustworthy. The diagnostic question is this: when your buyer reads your content, how does their brain feel? Not what do they think, how does it feel? Smooth or strained, safe or suspicious, clear or slightly off. That feeling. Not the argument, not the data, not the case studies. That feeling is what determines whether your content builds trust or quietly destroys it. Here is the uncomfortable implication that sits underneath all of this. Your buyer is not irrational. They are running a cognitive system that evolved to protect them from making dangerous decisions, a system that uses processing ease as a proxy for safety. Because in most situations across most of human history, things that felt difficult to understand were difficult to trust for good reason. Your content did not fail because your buyer was distracted or unsophisticated or not in the market. Your content failed because their brain, doing exactly what it is designed to do, flagged it. And here's the thing most marketers never consider. The buyer who moved on from your white paper, the buyer who skimmed your case study and felt vaguely unconvinced, the buyer who read your proposal and said they needed more time. They did not consciously reject you. Their brain did it for them before they even had a choice.